Our kitchen was very dated. Probably the original kitchen that came with the house was built in the early 1960s. I don't think anyone had touched it since then, except for maybe a little paint here and there. And we knew that we needed to do some redesign. We knew that we wanted to take out a wall, open up the space, and so we needed some expertise. We weren't going to be able to do this project alone. We had some interesting things when he finally opened up the walls, because it's an old house, you always find unexpected things. So we discovered really quickly we had to reroute some of the electrical wiring. We didn't imagine it was going to be as difficult as it was, and he very willingly took down the entire kitchen ceiling in order to make our lighting work the way we needed it to. And I guess the part for my husband and I that was most amazing in the midst of that process is they never got off their timeline. Jeremy was very clear that he was going to stay on schedule and try really hard to, even as we had to do extra work, particularly with the kitchen ceiling, to stay within the schedule that he had allotted us at the very beginning. One of the things that made it possible for us to stay on schedule was clearly that the subcontractors that Jeremy had worked with and continues to work with were willing to go the extra mile to make sure that things were done in a timely fashion. So they were key in terms of keeping us right on track, and we ended, I think, several days ahead of when Jeremy promised we'd be done, which was phenomenal. I love my kitchen. I do. I really love this kitchen. I mean, I love this house. It doesn't even seem like the same house in many ways because of the way we opened up the wall and opened up the space. And I suddenly have discovered that I live in different parts of the house now. The chair behind me is my favorite study space now. It's where I have my morning cuppy, and this space is where we have breakfast every day. So it's fantastic. Absolutely, I would recommend Venture Builders. In fact, I already have. When my friends ask me about recommendations for contractors, Jeremy and Venture Buildings is the first name I go to. And I think my husband and I have already passed out a number of his cards to us. When I tell our friends that we got our kitchen done in the 6-week time frame that Jeremy had promised us, they're stunned. That's not their experience with other contractors. So that was delightful. It's just such a marvelous working relationship. I can't even imagine how it would have gone if we had gone with somebody else.